Ladies and gentlemen, for those of you that want to view, the casket is now open for viewing. I kindly ask you, please, when you come through to offer your floral tributes for money, try not to directly drop onto her face, but you can place it on either side of the shoulders or to her chest.
में उपन किया, पालने करे रहा है तू, तुझसे ही पात प्राण हम, दुख और कष्ट चाहे तू, तेरा महान तेज है, छाया हुआ सब स्थान में, सृष्टि की वास्तु में, तू ही राह विद्यमान है, तेरा महान तेज है, छाया हुआ सब स्थान में, सृष्टि के वास्तु में, तू ही राह विद्यमान है, तेरा ही करते ध्यान, मांगे तेरी दया, ईश्वर हमारी बुद्धि को श्रेष्ठ मार्ग पर चलो, तेरा ही करते ध्यान, मांगे तेरी दया, ईश्वर हमारी बुद्धि को श्रेष्ठ मार्ग पर चला। विश्वानि देव सवितर दुरितानि प्रणासुमा यद्वदन्तन्नआसुमा ॐ अग्ने दया सुपकाराय आस्मन् विश्वानि देवं वायुनाद्विद्वन् यो यो जष्मः च होराद्वेदं वयस्तान्ति नमा उतिं विदेमः ओम असतोमा सत्यमय, तमस्तोमा ज्योतिर्गमय, मित्रोमा अमृतंगमय, सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः, सर्वे सन्तु निरामय, सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् कामः पुण्यः। ओम गजानन्दरे हो गणपति देव, गजानन्दरे हो गणपति देवा, गणपति देवा मैं करूँ तुम्हारी सेवा, गणपति देवा मैं करूँ तुम्हारी सेवा, गणपति देवा मैं करूँ तुम्हारी सेवा, गणपति देवा मैं करूँ तुम्हारी सेवा। गजानन्दरे हो गणपति देवा, गणपति देवा, माता तेरी पार्वती और पिता शंकर देवा, माता तेरी पार्वती पिता शंकर देवा, माता तेरी पार्वती और पिता शंकर देवा, माता तेरी पार्वती शंकर देवा। गजानन्दरे हो गणपति देवा, गजानन्दरे हो गणपति देवा, माता तेरी देवकी और पिता वासुदेवा, माता तेरी पिता वासुदेवा, माता तेरी देवकी और पिता वासुदेवा, माता तेरी देवकी और पिता वासुदेवा। गजानन्दरे हो गणपति देवा, गजानन्दरे हो गणपति देवा, माता तेरी शक्ता माता पिता रम कृष्ण, माता तेरी शक्ता माता पिता रम कृष्ण, माता तेरी शक्ता माता पिता रम कृष्ण, माता तेरी विघ्न विनायका देवा देवा परम ज्योति विनायका विघ्न विनायका देवा देवा परम ज्योति विनायका विनायका जय विनायका परम ज्योति विनायका विनायका जय विनायका परम ज्योति विनायका विघ्न विनायका देव देवा परम ज्योति विनायका विनायका जय विनायका शरणं शरणं विनायका विनायका जय विनायका शरणं शरणं विनायका विघ्न विनायका देव देवा परम ज्योति विनायका विनायका जय विनायका नमस्तु देवा विनायका विनायका जय विनायका नमस्तु देवा विनायका विघ्न विनायका देव देवा परम ज्योति विनायका विनायका जय विनायका गजमुख देवा विनायका विनायका जय विनायका गजमुख देवा विनायका विघ्न विनायका देव देवा परम ज्योति विनायका ओम श्री रामचंद्र भगवान की जय पावन श्रुत हनुमान की जय श्री अम्बे अम्बे मात की जय
रघुपति राघव राजा राम पतित पावन सीताराम
रघुपति राघव राजा राम पतित पावन सीताराम
वीर परिजब भक्त पुकारे दूर करो प्रभु दुख हमारे दशरथ के घर जन्मे रामा पतित पावन सीतारामा विश्वामित्र मुनीश्वर आए दशरथ भूप से वचन सुनाए गंगा में भेजे लक्ष्मण रामा पतित पावन सीतारामा वन में जाए तरका मारी चरण चुआए अहिल्या तारी ऋषियों के दुख हरते रामा पतित पावन सीतारामा अकपूरी रघुनंदन आए नग सीता के मन वाये रामा पतित पावन सीतारामा रघुनंदन ने धनुष चराया सब राजों का मान गचाया सीता ने वर पाए रामा, पतित पावन सीतारामा। परशुराम क्रोधित हो आए, दुष्ट भूप मन में हर्षाए। जनक राज ने किया प्रणामा, पतित पावन सीतारामा। बोले लखन सुनो मुनि ज्ञानी, संत नहीं होते अभिमानी। मीठी वाणी बोले रामा, पतित पावन सीतारामा। लक्ष्मण वचन ध्यान मत दीजो, जो कुछ दंड दास को भी दीजो। धनुष तुराया मैं हूँ रामा, पतित पावन सीतारामा। लेकर के यहाँ धनुष चरायो, अपनी शक्ति मुझ दिखलायो। चूबत चाप चराये रामा, पतित पावन सीतारामा। उहे उर्मिला लखन की नारी, श्रुति कीर्ति रघुसूदन प्यारी। हुए मंडवी भरत के वामा, पतित पावन सीतारामा। अवधपुरी रघुनंदन आए, घर घर नारी मंगल गाए। 12 वर्ष बिताए रामा, पतित पावन सीतारामा। राज तिलक दे यारी कीनी, कल को होंगे राजा रामा, पतित पावन सीतारामा। कुटिल मंत्रा ने बहकाई, के ही ने यह बात सुनाई। दे दो मेरे दो वरदाना, पतित पावन सीतारामा। मेरी विनती तुम सुन लीजो, भरत पुत्र को घरी दीजो। होत प्रात वन बेजो रामा, पतित पावन सीतारामा। धरनी गिरे भूप तत्काला, लगा दिल में शूल विशाला। तब सुमंत बोला बहे रामा, पतित पावन सीतारामा। राम पिता को शीश नवाए, मुख से वचन कहा नहीं जाए। के ही वचन सुनायो रामा, पतित पावन सीतारामा। राजा के तुम प्राण प्यारे, इनके दुख हरोंगे सारे। अब तुम वन में जाओ रामा, पतित पावन सीतारामा। वन में 14 वर्ष बिताओ, रघुकुल रीति नीति अपनायो। मांगे इच्छा तेरी रामा, पतित पावन सीतारामा। सुनत बचन राघव हर्षाये, माता जी के मंदिर आए। चरण कमल में किया प्रणाम, पतित पावन सीताराम। रघुपति राघव राजा राम, पतित पावन सीताराम। रघुपति राघव राजा राम, पतित पावन सीताराम।
ओम श्री रामचंद्र भगवान की जय, पावन सुत हनुमान की जय, श्री अम्बे अम्बे मात की जय। ओम सुखी बसे संसार, दुखिया रहे न कोई, या अभिलाषा हम सबके भगवान पूरी होय। सुखी बसे संसार, दुखिया रहे न कोई, या अभिलाषा हम सबके भगवान पूरी होय। विद्या बुद्धि तेज बल सबके भीतर होय, रुद्र भूत धन धनिया से वंचित रहे न कोई। सुखी बसे संसार, दुखिया रहे न कोई, या अभिलाषा हम सबसे भगवान पूरी होय। सुखी बसे संसार, दुखिया रहे न कोई, या अभिलाषा हम सबसे भगवान पूरी होय। आपके भक्ति प्रेम से मन हुए भारे पूर्ण, राग देश चितना मेरा कसून भागे दूर। सुखी बसे संसार, दुखिया रहे न कोई, या अभिलाषा हम सबसे भगवान पूरी होय। सुखी बसे संसार, दुखिया रहे न कोई, या अभिलाषा हम सबसे भगवान पूरी होय। मील भरोसा नाम का हमने सदा जगदीश, आशा तेरी धाम की बने रहे मम ईश। सुखी बसे संसार, दुखिया रहे न कोई, या अभिलाषा हम सबसे भगवान पूरी होय। सुखी बसे संसार, दुखिया रहे न कोई, या अभिलाषा हम सबसे भगवान पूरी होय। पाप से हमें बचाए के करते दया दया, अपना भक्ति बनाए के सबो करो निहार। सुखी बसे संसार, दुखिया रहे न कोई, या अभिलाषा हम सबसे भगवान पूरी होय। सुखी बसे संसार, दुखिया रहे न कोई, या अभिलाषा हम सबसे भगवान पूरी होय। दिल में दया उदारता, मन में प्रेम अपार, जितना मेरे धीर बिराता सबको धोकर तार सुखी बसे संसार दुखिया रहे न कोई या अभिलाषा हम सबसे भगवान पूरी होय। ओम श्री रामचंद्र भगवान की जय पावन सुत हनुमान की जय श्री अम्बे अम्बे मात की जय।
Humble greetings to one another. Jai Shri Ram, Hare Krishna, Jai Mata. Firstly, on your behalf, I'd like to extend my deepest sympathies and condolences to the Ramsudh family on the loss of their dear one. I sincerely hope Prabhu Shri Ram gives this family the strength, the wisdom and the courage to overcome this loss. No matter how old a person is, when that person leaves the family, that person leaves a void in that family. Some may argue she was 79, she had a fair innings, but to the family, it is a big loss. It is a big loss. And we hope Bhagwan gives them the strength to cope. On behalf of the Ramsudh family, I'd like to thank each and every one of you for being present this afternoon to support them in a moment of difficulty. Thank you very much. If you helped them in any way, a very big thank you to you. And we want to wish you a safe journey home later on when we enter the furnace chamber where the close members of the family will accompany us. This afternoon, we have two speakers. We also have a satsang group that's going to be rendering a bhajan or two as we move along. But I'd like to, at this moment in time, call on our first speaker, and she is Shrinu, granddaughter of the late Rajpathee Ramsudh. Over to Shrinu.
Queen Mother, Mother Queen, Mom, but to all her grandchildren, Nani. Everyone has a special name. For those of you that know my Nani, you will know that she had the biggest heart. Her house door was always open to anyone and everyone. She was the kind of person that if you had asked for a slice of bread, would cook you an entire meal. And many of us know that she will never leave her home without having something to eat. She made it a priority to be there for everyone, especially her family. Even if it meant waking up at 2 in the morning, I'm sure everyone seated here today can say that she touched their lives in some way. Going to miss her, going to our house, screaming Nanu from the door, or my sister just screaming Nani as we entered her yard. Following her around, making sure she was okay. When I miss her smile, and also her scolding every now and then. I would like to end with a little poem. God looked around his garden and found an empty space. He then looked upon his earth and saw your loving face. He put his arms around you and lifted you to rest. His garden must be beautiful because he always takes the best. You left us precious memories. Your love will always be our guide. It breaks our heart to lose you, but you did not go alone. For part of us will be with you on this day. God called you home. This is not a goodbye, Nani, but rather a good night. Rest well. For one day we will see you again. We love you always.
तेरे पूजन को भगवान बना मन मंदिर आलीशान। तेरे पूजन को भगवान बना मन मंदिर आलीशान। इसने जानी तेरी माया मुझे कर ध्यान, बना मन मंदिर आलीशान। तेरे पूजन को भगवान, बना मन मंदिर आलीशान। तेरे पूजन को भगवान, बना मन मंदिर आलीशान। तू ही जल में, तू ही तल में, तू ही मन में, तू ही बन में। तेरे रूप अनूप जहान, बना मन मंदिर आलीशान। तेरे पूजन को भगवान, बना मन मंदिर आलीशान। तेरे पूजन को भगवान, बना मन मंदिर आलीशान। तू हर गुल में, तू बुलबुल में, तू हर दल के हर पत्र निराली महान, मन मंदिर आलीशान। तेरे पूजन को भगवान, बना मन मंदिर आलीशान। तेरे पूजन को भगवान, बना मन मंदिर आलीशान। झूठ जग की झूठ माया, मूर्ख इस क्यों बड़ा माया। कर कुछ जीवन कल्याण, बना मन मंदिर आलीशान। तेरे पूजन को भगवान, बना मन मंदिर आलीशान। ओम श्री रामचंद्र भगवान की जय, पावन सुत हनुमान की जय, श्री राम की।
Okay, listening to Shrinu, the granddaughter, we could have easily concluded that Maji was from the old school. She was old school. Good person, committed to the family, will serve anyone and be good to anyone. Old school, that is. In the modern era, you know, these things don't happen. You can get to someone's house, you can boot there for at least 15 minutes, no one will open the gate. Sometimes you check them peeping through the window to check who it is and things like that, but they're not opening the gate. That is the era we are living in. But Maji, you can see, listening to her granddaughter, was from the old school. If you asked her for a slice of bread, she gave you a whole meal, if you are listening carefully to the granddaughter. Alright, we have a second speaker, Shalain. Is Shalain around? Shalain is the nephew of Maji, and ask Shalain to say a few words on behalf of the family.
Dear all, Prem Namaste to you. Today, sadly, we bid farewell to our dearest, loving wife, mom, mother-in-law, grandma, aunt, and a friend, Mrs. Rajpathee Ramsudh, commonly known as Queenie. She was my quote, so I refer to her as Queenie. Queenie was born in September 1945, and after a mild stroke since May this year, she peacefully passed away in her sleep on Saturday afternoon at the age of 79. Queenie was one of 16 siblings, 9 sisters and 7 brothers, born to Yashoda and Sukla Mandu in a suburb just outside Pietermaritzburg called Kentridge. In 1960, the Group Areas Act came into force and the family had to relocate to new homes. And in mid-1970s, Quinnipiaw married Ravi Uncle from the Ramsudh family, where they lived in Minanda at the Gandhi settlement. Both Ravi Uncle and Quinnipiaw was blessed to have one another. They made a perfect and complete couple, with both of them having this cheerful and good-natured disposition. Always bubbly, fun-loving, and jovial. They had this mutual respect for one another, and Quinnipiaw brought much happiness and joy to Ravi Uncle, taking good care of him and their family. If you watch them talk sometimes, they were like two lovebirds chirping and humoring one another with jolly talks and love in their own loving way. This was the nature of Quinnipiaw and Ravi. A few years ago, they celebrated the golden anniversary, and even after 50 years of marriage, you could see that bond, that kinship, and the connection that they shared. This was the nature of Quinnipiaw and Ravi. Even last December, when I visited them during Christmas, when they spoke to one another, they were so cheerful, light-hearted, and joyful, and full of understanding between them. As a mother, Quinnipiaw raised the children well, that is Cookie, Sumesh, Sarusha, and Samesh. She raised them with devotion, kindness, and nurtured them with love. She then went on to do so the same with the grandchildren, Shivita, Shrinu, Shisalya, and the other grandchildren. They can all attest to this. They will surely miss her, but her memories will live on. To me, Quinnipiaw was a simple and humble somebody full of love and care and compassion. I had the privilege of staying with her for a few months back in the 80s. And during this time, she went out of her way to make my stay a comfortable one. Both she and Ravi Uncle was full of hospitality and showered me with lots of love and was like a true motherly figure to me. We all enter this world and exit from it someday. No one lives on forever, but what lives on is the moments and memories that we share and leave behind. So in January this year, we had a tea afternoon with Mapuas, and Quinnipiaw stole the show at this get-together. You can ask any Mapuas, but Quinnipiaw was just the limelight of the show. From the time she arrived, she was on top of the world, with full of yesteryear stories, reminiscing in the past of the growing up days and the childhood days, but saying it in such a humorous way that we were all busted with laughter. Even Srinu and Shivita could not hold back themselves, but to laugh. Now, this is one moment in my life whenever I think about Quinnipiaw, I will always smile and remember her as this cheerful, high-spirited, and lovely person. And I'm sure my other Puas will also remember her in the same way. Quinnipiaw, my dear auntie, you have now completed your journey with us. We pray that your after journey is peaceful and blissful, one that your soul eventually will be in union with Paramatma and our Creator and cosmic energy. Go well, Quinnipiaw, until we meet again. Just a small acknowledgement to Puti, Sean, Srinu, Shivita. I thank you all from the bottom of my heart for such good care that you have taken of mommy. I know you have tried really hard to give her a good life and make her comfortable. To the rest of the children, I know you have also tried to thank you. Jai Shri Ram.
Thank you, Shalem, for those kind words. It would appear he knows his poor well and he spent some time with her. Right? Once again, you can see Margie has come from a setup where she was family oriented, valued the family more than anything else. I just want to touch on one point that Bhaiya asked me, Shalem. He said they were inseparable, they accepted each other, they were good partners. In the modern era, the reason why they did that was quite simply, They understood the fact that whoever your partner is, you must enjoy their strengths and you must accept the weaknesses. And if all couples do that even in the modern era, then you can get along well with your partner. I think our problem is we're looking for Mr. Perfect and Miss Perfect. They don't exist. They don't exist. You must accept the strengths, you must enjoy the strengths of your partner and accept the weaknesses. We all have strengths and weaknesses. As I stand here today in front of you, I'll be the first to admit that I have weaknesses as well. I'm far from perfect. I have strengths and I have weaknesses. But you must be bold enough to acknowledge that you have strengths and weaknesses. You can't act like Mr. Perfect and Miss Perfect or whatever when you know you have many, many weaknesses. Alright? Is there anyone else who would like to say a few words on behalf of the departed soul before I hand you over to the bhajan group? Anyone else? Let it be known that no one was denied the privilege to say a few words. Okay, thank you very much. I will come back and do the final rites here, but in the interim, we will give the floor to the bhajan group. Alright, man, you may go now.
शाम तुझसे मिलने का सत्संग बहाना है, प्रभु तुझसे मिलने का सत्संग बहाना है, शाम तुझसे मिलने का सत्संग बहाना है, प्रभु तुझसे मिलने का सत्संग बहाना है, राधे राधे गाओ में, शाम शाम गाओ में, राधे राधे गाओ में, शाम शाम गाओ में, वृंदावन गलियों में, वृंदावन गलियों में, मेरे शाम का ठिकाना है, शाम तुझसे मिलने का सत्संग बहाना है, शाम तुझसे मिलने का सत्संग बहाना है, मालूम है दूत तुझे जग में निराला है, मालूम है दूत तुझे जग में निराला है, गरीबों के झोपड़ी में, गरीबों के झोपड़ी में, मेरे शाम का ठिकाना है, शाम तुझसे मिलने का सत्संग बहाना है, शाम तुझसे मिलने का सत्संग बहाना है, चंदा में दूध तुझे, सूरज में पाया तुझे, चंदा में दूध तुझे, सूरज में पाया तुझे, तारों के रिमिझ में, तारों के रिमिझ में, मेरे शाम का ठिकाना है, शाम तुझसे मिलने का सत्संग बहाना है, शाम तुझसे मिलने का सत्संग बहाना है, दुनिया वाले क्या जाने ये रिश्ता पुराना है, दुनिया वाले क्या जाने ये रिश्ता पुराना है, मुझसे तुझसे मिलने का, मुझसे तुझसे मिलने का सत्संग बहाना है, शाम तुझसे मिलने सत्संग बहाना है। ओम श्री रामचंद्र भगवान की जय, पावन सुत हनुमान की जय, श्री अम्बे अम्बे मात की जय।
राम रहीम को बचने वाले तेरे पुजारी बाबा। राम रहीम को बचने वाले तेरे पुजारी बाबा। तेरा नाम एक सहारा, 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 तेरा नाम एक सहारा। तुम्ही हो गीता, तुम्ही रामायण, तुम्ही हो वेद पुराण। तुम्ही हो गीता, तुम्ही रामायण, तुम्ही हो वेद पुराण। तेरा नाम एक सहारा, 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 तेरा नाम एक सहारा। राम रहीम को बचने वाले तेरे पुजारी बाबा।
ओम श्री रामचंद्र भगवान की जय, पावन सुत हनुमान की जय, श्री अम्बे अम्बे मात की जय। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे,
Namaste everybody. I'm going to ask you to please remain silent while we read a few mantras here and offer a few pindas. I am asking you not to respect me, but to respect the mantras. Try and offer it to the mantras that are being chanted. So over the years I tried as far as possible to get people to listen. And sometimes it doesn't go down well with the audience. When you tell people you need to listen and close your mouths, they get very, very upset. I am fully aware of that. But I still continue doing what I have to do. Because I'm saving you. Quran is our scriptures on death and what you should do while you are on Mother Earth. As per Garud Quran, if you go to a funeral, a ceremony, and one mantra is recited, if you talk or disturb that prayer, you are committing a sin, a big, big sin. So actually I'm saving you. When I tell you, please remain silent, you may get upset, but little realize I'm actually saving you. You are ready to commence. I'm going to once again appeal to you and thank you in advance for your cooperation. Alright, Bhaiya, see these two goose rings there? Put that on your left hand ring finger and your right hand ring finger. Okay. Hold this. कार्तिक मासे कृष्ण पक्षे द्वादशी तिथि सोमवासरे राजपति प्रेतय प्रेतव निवृत्तय उत्तम लोक प्राप्तयर्ता मूर्धा वादेहिकम करिष्ये. That was a sankalpaya. It was a declaration of intent to commence the last rites. Right? We haven't started. Now we started. Right? All this while bhajans, speeches, etc. Right? So we're going to offer 3 pindas here. Right? Rightfully, the first pinda should be offered where the person passed on. As per Garud Quran again, the first pinda should be offered where the person passed on. But remember, when scriptures were written, there were no hospitals, etc., and everything took place where? At home. So it was practically possible to do it at home. But now, person dies one place, home is in another place, funeral is taking place in another place. So our religion does allow us for the 3 A's. What are the 3 A's? Adapt, adjust, and accommodate. So that's exactly what we are doing. The goalposts have shifted because we're in a different era from when scriptures were written. Rabia, take a jackfruit leaf container, place it here. Let it face you, the opening. Put 3 pieces of goose there. You will find 3 small pieces of goose. One, or you put 3 here. Pick your lota up. Offer water 3 times there. Keep that back. So this is the procedure now. Every pindas that you offer, 3 will offer here, the other 3 in the furnace chamber. Jackfruit leaf container, 3 pieces of goose, water 3 times, your thumb and your index finger. When I tell you to offer, you'll offer on the 3 pieces of goose. Okay.
कार्तिक मासे कृष्ण पक्षे द्वादशी तिथि सोमवासरे राजपति प्रेत मृत्यस्थान शवनी मीतो ब्रह्म देवतो वा एषते पिंडो माया दीयते तवोपतिष्ठताम् offering. Second one. Yeah. 3 pieces of goose again, water 3 times. Left to right. कार्तिक मासे कृष्ण पक्षे द्वादशी तिथि सोमवासरे राजपति प्रेत द्वार देशो पंच निमितो विष्णु वतो वा एषते पिंडो माया दीयते तवोपतिष्ठता. Water 3 times. Left to right. कार्तिक मासे कृष्ण पक्षे द्वादशी तिथि सोमवासरे राजपति प्रेत चद्वर केचर निमितो एषते पिंडो माया दीयते तवोपतिष्ठताम्. Take this one and place it in there inside. Press the thing so it stays in position and sit and sit. Bhaiya, you can take this entire tray and leave it in the back in the antechamber. We are going in the next. Alright. It is also customary at a funeral to read a sloka or 2 from the Gita. And before we do that, those who did not view the body, please come through. View the body, and then we will continue. We don't know these guys' programs, they may be busy going to work, etc. So we don't want to hold them back. Those who did not view the body, please come through. नैनं छिदन्ति शस्त्राणि नैनं दहति पावकाः न चैनं क्लेदयन्त यापो न शोषयाति मारुता. That was the eternal nature of the Atma. Meaning, in simple terms, the Atma does not die. What has died is the physical body. The Atma has left the physical body. Once the Atma leaves the physical body, then this physical body becomes useless. Let's not lie about that. Let's get to the point. The physical body, no matter what that body is, who it is, once the Atma leaves it, that life-giving force within it, once it leaves it, the body becomes useless. May be difficult to comprehend and come to terms with. You may think you are Mr. Universe, Miss Universe, You are the South African champion in this and you are everything. But once that Atma leaves that body becomes totally useless. At 3:30, this body will get into the furnace chamber, and in about 45 minutes time, it will be reduced to a little pot of ashes. That is the reality of life, and that awaits all of us. But the Atma lives on. So what happens to the Atma? The Atma hovers around the house for a period of plus minus 13 days. After the 13-day ceremony, Atma takes a temporary body and begins his journey, going through the various lokas and planes, paying for his good and bad deeds. You heard of the famous saying, as you sow, so shall you reap. If you've done good things, you are bound to get the benefit of that. If you've done bad things, you've got to go there and pay for it. Makes sense? You've got to pay. You are crime, you've got to do your time. You do bad things here, you've got to go out there and suffer. The Atma's journey becomes a very, very difficult journey. So only after a period of plus minus 356 days does this Atma enter another body. But there's no guarantee it may enter another body, because it could get moksha. Moksha means the Atma was liberated. In that case, it will not come back for another round of birth and death. If it doesn't get moksha, it's going to come back for another journey of birth, suffering and death. And that cycle goes on until you don't do something as a human being to ensure the liberation of that soul. And again, the Garud Puran says, of the 8,400,000 species that Bhagavan has created, man is the highest of them all. Why we are the highest? It is only using this human birth can you get moksha. No other birth can get you moksha. So that's why they say use this birth for good things and try and pave your way so that you don't come back here for another journey of suffering. Because most of you will agree that our journey on Mother Earth is a tough one. There are moments of happiness, fleeting moments of happiness, but most of the time you find that our journey on Mother Earth is a difficult one. We are constantly worried, troubled, stressed out. Once you get rid of one issue, another one is waiting there, and that's how life goes on. You tell me, anyone can stand up here and tell me that my journey on Mother Earth is such a lovely one. Every moment I enjoy it. You are lying. You are lying. Our journey here is a tough one. So our aim should be to try and do as many good things as possible so that we don't come back here for another journey. Our souls are liberated, they get moksha. But that requires a lot of hard work. It's easier said than done. Lots of things are easier said than done. But we can try. The key word is we can try. We all can try. We all can try. But there's no guarantee. Only Bhagavan knows the outcome of our journey here, this journey here. Right? So the soul does not die. It cannot be burnt, cannot dry, you can't poke it, you can do nothing to a soul. A soul, you can't hurt it and damage it. But the physical body you can. Understand? So the Bhagavad Gita also talks about the fact that when your clothes are old, when you have old clothes, what do you do with your old clothes? You discard them. You throw it away. Or if you know poor people, then you take your clothes and you give it to poor people and things like that. So you transfer your old clothes. Similarly, the soul is like that. It is in this body, and when this body gets old, what it does? It leaves the body and enters a new one, and that cycle goes on and on. But some may argue here and say, Panditji, what about a child that is 5 years old that passes on, or a child that's 10 years, or 15 years, or 20 years? How come the soul has discarded that body when that body is still young? That depends on the karmas of your previous life. So your life, this time around, is dependent on your previous life. Quite often we make this common saying, we say, you come with nothing and you go with nothing. That is not true. Literally, you come with nothing and you go with nothing. But figuratively, you come with your karmas of your last life and you go back with your karmas of this life. So figuratively, you don't come and go back empty-handed. Yes, there's nothing in you, but you are followed with your karmas of your life, last life. That will determine the kind of life you lead now. And when you leave here, you take with you the karmas of this life, which will follow you in your next birth. So we don't come empty-handed and go empty-handed. That is said literally. But figuratively, if you delve into this year, it means you're coming here with your past karmas and you're going karmas. Right? Dear brothers and sisters, I want to thank you for listening to me. I want to stop at this point in time, right? And I want to wish you a safe journey home. I'm now going to hand you over to our audience. Throughout the ceremony, you would have noticed I didn't use any, I didn't chant any Vedic mantras. So at his funeral, if you didn't know this, we are not supposed to chant Vedic mantras. That is why you'll notice I didn't chant any Vedic mantras. I only chanted the mantras that are designated for a funeral. Notice when he put his rings on, I didn't chant the normal mantra that you chant when you put on the rings. So at a funeral, you don't chant Vedic mantras. They shouldn't be chanted. Right. Thank you very much again for your help.
Radhe Shama, Radhe Radhe Shama Shama, Raghunandana 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 Rama, Raghunandana 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 Rama. Om Shri Ramchandra Bhagavan ki jai, Pavan Sutta Hanuman ki jai, Shri Ambe Ambe Mat ki jai.
Jaya Krishna Hare, Jaya Krishna Hare, Dukhiyo ke dukh dur kare, Jai 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 Krishna Hare,
Jaya Krishna Hare, Jaya Krishna Hare, Dukhiyo ke dukh dur kare, Jai 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 Krishna Hare.
जब चारों तरफ अंधियारा हो, आशा के दूर किनारा हो,
जब चार तरफ अंधियारा हो, आशा की दूर किनारा हो,
कोई न के बनहारा हो,
कोई न ये बनहारा हो, फिर तू ही बेड़ा पार करे। जय 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 कृष्ण हरे, जय कृष्ण हरे, जय कृष्ण हरे, दुखियों के दुख दूर करे। जय 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 कृष्ण हरे,
जय
कृष्ण हरे, जय कृष्ण हरे, दुखियों के दुख दूर करे। जय 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 कृष्ण हरे।
तुम चाहे तो सब कुछ कर दे, विष को भी अमृत कर दे।
तुम चाहे तो सब कुछ कर दे, विष को भी अमृत कर दे।
पूर्ण कर दे इसकी आशा,
पूर्ण कर दे इसकी आशा।
जो भी तेरा ध्यान धरे,
जो भी तेरा ध्यान करे। जय 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 कृष्ण हरे, जय कृष्ण हरे, जय कृष्ण हरे, दुखियों के दुख दूर करे। जय 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 कृष्ण हरे,
जय 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 कृष्ण हरे,
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. दूर करे हमारा संसार की रचैया, जल्दी से दो सहारा, मझधार में है नैया। दूर करे हमारा संसार की रचैया, जल्दी से दो सहारा, मझधार में है नैया। ओम श्री रामचंद्र भगवान की जय, पावन सुत हनुमान की जय, श्री अम्बे अम्बे मात की जय।
Dear brothers and sisters, I'm going to ask all of you to please stand. I'm going to ask you to put your hands together. And what we're going to do is, we all are going to jointly in our minds pray that when the soul begins its journey, the journey must be an easy one. Let's pray for the easy journey of the soul. That's the least we can do. Pray for the easy journey of the soul. Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram. 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 Close family members, I think. So you're going to offer a rose here. Can you please do that? And while you are offering the rose, our bhajan group will sing a bhajan for you, an appropriate bhajan.
प्रभु तेरे द्वारे आया है आत्मा, प्रभु तेरे द्वारे आया है आत्मा, शांति दे दो हे परमात्मा, शांति दे दो हे परमात्मा। प्रभु तेरे द्वारे आया है आत्मा,
family. This is a personal invite to all of you. The 10th day ceremony will take place on the 6th of November 2024. That's on Wednesday, not next week, obviously following Wednesday. And the 13th day ceremony will take place on the 9th of November 2024, Saturday. Not this coming Saturday, but the following Saturday. Calculation of ceremonies are done from the date of cremation, not from the date of death, from the date